Hello, my YouTube friends. We're kind of in a giggly mood today, but that's okay. Uh, my right-hand man's here again, sitting on my left. Ella, she's part of everything that we do, but little Owen, he's kind of like sparrow poop. He is all over the place. You don't know never know where he is. So today we're going to make some deer sticks, and all this was done by our own meat. We're going to start out with 7 pounds of ground deer meat, 3 pounds of ground pork, 2 pounds of ground beef, and 3 pounds of hog fat. Some of this meat we already got ground, but we're going to grind it all again. Then we got to grind our pork fat in with it and mix it in with it. We got some high mountain jerky mix. He wants to go with a bourbon. He wants to, like, I guess, feel good when he eats it. And we got some backwoods stable shelf cheese. You don't have to refrigerate this. It's high temperature cheese. It won't melt. And then we got our lamb casings, edible casings. And all this we got at Shields. Everything here was at Shields. Also, we're going to add 3 tablespoons of yellow mustard. That's something I do to all my jerky. It's good to grind your meat twice. It makes a finer deer stick. But if you don't want to, you can grind it once. I've done that too. On this grinder, we got 1/8-inch holes. I don't have a smaller grinder blade than that. I got a 1/4 inch, an 1/8 inch. I see some people use like a 1/16 inch, but we don't have one, so we just use the 1/8 inch. Look at that. Don't that look pretty? Don't that make you just want to take a big bite? It don't?
That's pretty.
Look, you put that on your hand. Oh, look at that. Folks, you could do all this whole video and make all these deer sticks with straight deer, which we have in the past. But we found if you mix some beef and pork together with extra hog lard, then your deer sticks are a lot juicier. They ain't so dry. And so that's why we're mixing all these together. You can make it with just deer. You can make it with just straight beef. But we add pork and the pork fat, and we feel like it makes it a lot better deer stick. We put both of our seasonings and preservative in one bowl. We're just going to sprinkle it all on top. There. Ella, twine it loose. And Ella will give her heck. And you want to turn your bowl, and you keep pulling it under one time like that, and you turn. Now when you give out, your daddy can take over with you. That's how you do her. Folks, if this was all jerky, I'll add extra water. Like you've seen in my other video, I'll put hot water. Makes it mix way easier. But you don't want to do that when you put it in casings, because then when your water leaves, your casings are real wrinkly. So you just want to leave it dry, get it mixed good, and then stuff it. Oh, you want to dump the cheese in? Yep, scatter it all over. Now, if Owen was here, he'd probably be eating on it. Since these are this long, you can only put on so much here. So what we'll do, we'll just cut these in sections. And then we got to get it on here. Here's a trick what you can do to make these go on easier. Just put a little hog lard on there, hog fat. You can use cooking oil. Here we go. There. Now wait a minute. You want to twist this in good when you start. Folks, we messed up by putting this back on. We don't need that. I forgot we had this bigger hold one. And that's all we need on there. There we go. There it goes, Ella. Can you hold this in shut right here? When you're doing these, you see these wrinkles? There'll be wrinkles in here. See how wrinkly it is? You want to fill that till there's no more wrinkles, and then stop then. You don't want to overfill it. Just till it's shiny, there's no more wrinkles. If you go too fast, now you see how it's starting to get wrinkly. You'll see them. See the wrinkles here? It's too wrinkly. But if you pack them too tight, when you check them with a thermometer, a meat thermometer, they'll actually blow out the whole side if they're too tight. Ellie, you can fold this around now if you want.
Right, stop.
Yeah. No, and we'll hold this.
Do I have
Lay it down. No, lay it down. It's okay now.
put it?
I don't think it'll come out the end now, will it?
Shouldn't squeeze all the way out.
See, we just put it like that. Okay. Here we go, Ella. You ready?
Right.
Hold that. Here, so you don't take up much slack. Here, Adam, put it in here. On this Lem's casings, it says it'll do 16 pounds. And by golly, it turned out we did 15, and that's what we got left. So we got them all out. We got them all packed full, and we're going to take them out and put them on the smoker. And the reason why you got to cook this meat is you got pork in it. If it's straight deer or beef, you could put it in a dehydrator. But if you got pork in it, you want to put it in like 165 degrees. You got to cook it. Then I'll raise it up to 185 after a couple hours, and I'll leave it there until the internal temperature is 160. Then you know it's done. Now you know it's safe. Folks, what you do when you fill this full, I'll wait about 2 hours, then I'll come out and I'll put the top grates on the bottom on the top, because you get more heat on top. It'll get done quicker. Your middle ones don't matter too much. I'll just take the top two, the bottom two, and swap them. Folks, this Pit Boss, I'm telling you what, this is one of the best things I ever bought. Besides the Echo Weeder, this is my baby right here. This thing is so wonderful. You set it and forget it. You put it on whatever temperature you want. They got all different kind of flavored chips. I like to use a lot of cherry wood. Cherry wood's really good. They got different kinds. A lot of people like apple. I ain't crazy about apple, but I love cherry. Cherry and hickory. Folks, don't this look nice? You know, a lot of this stuff is hard work, but it's so pleasurable when everything turns out nice. It's going to be wonderful flavor. I'm telling you what, I'm going to take some of these fishing with me this summer. You can bet on that. If there's any left. If not, we'll make another batch down the road. Well, folks, our deer sticks are done. I left them set overnight, and I felt it's cold enough to leave them right out here, so we're going to open the door and see what they look like. The internal temperature reached 165 degrees, so I know they're all done. And they're definitely all cold. It was 20 degrees last night, so we're just going to take them all in the house. Well, folks, we brought our deer sticks in the house, and I would like to tell you some of the problems that we had with this. What we run into is a cold wind started blowing like 35, 40 mile an hour, 20 degrees. I could not get, the smoker would not get them up to 180 degrees. It just wouldn't do it. I found a very valuable information. If it's cold and the wind's blowing, you have to get your smoker out of the wind, or there's no way it's going to get up to 180 degrees or even 165 degrees. It kept dropping down to, it got dropped down as low as 134 degrees. Then when the wind had quit, it'd go up some, then it'd go down some, and I messed with that for 4 hours. These should be done in 4 hours. I finally took the whole smoker in our shop, cracked the doors, and finished them off inside. And what they do, they started dehydrating. So they're a little drier, but there's flavor still there. But that's one thing you want to keep your eyes open. You got to make sure your heat is up wherever you want it. So now we're getting all ready. We're going to package them and get them ready to throw them in the freezer. That's the best place to keep them. After you package them, put them in the freezer. And we're going to seal them, but I suppose you could use regular freezer bags. Depends how long you want to leave them in there. We're going to use these Lem freezer bags. We're going to package them in that. We got a roll right here, and then they'll keep a long time that way. Now, how long they'll keep in a freezer bag, I'm not sure, but they really keep a long time if you seal them. Oldie doldie, oldie oldie doldie, oldie doldie doldie. Them are too long for these, ain't it?
I think so.
Okay. I'm just watching you. Keeping an eye on you.
Worry about your own self.
Okay. Yep, this one's long. Just look at their 1/8 inch at least. See that one? You got him curling around there.
You tailed your bag off when you made it a little bit.
It could have been. I just want to show you how nice these look when you get them packaged. Now you can just throw them in your freezer when you go fishing, hunting, taking the kids outside playing, kids getting on your nerves, something you take out and chew on, whatever. They're good for a lot of things. Well, folks, we come to the end of this video, but before I say goodbye, I want to thank everyone that prayed for my mom with her shingles when we did that pierogi video. She's a lot better now. She's still having some rough days, but a lot less of them now. She's getting better. So we just want to thank you from the bottom of our heart for all that. And thank you very much for tuning in with us on all of our videos. It means a very lot to all of us that you guys care enough to watch us and then leave a comment. So we appreciate y'all, and maybe God bless each and every one of you.